as it is.
I mean, Stassi, for the most part, seems to have distanced herself from everybody too, more or less.
Oh no, she still
Maybe
brings
not
on.
Katie.
She still brings people on. She still brings. It's not really distancing yourself if you're still like hanging on to that to that. You're not distancing yourself. You know.
Does anyone else see the irony in the fact that, Schwartz and Sandoval's life has each been blown up in terms of the relationship? And we have Jax, who's married, seemingly happy, has a beautiful child. Would you have predicted that?
No, I wouldn't have. I thought honestly, the ones that I thought that was going to last was Tom and Ariana. That's the one that I thought was like, oh, okay, that's the one. Again, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know. So you think you know somebody and then you don't. So you don't.
Peter, Ariana's a fan favorite. You obviously know her personally. What is it about her that everybody is riding so hard for? She obviously must be a very good person.
She's a great person. She doesn't really like to get involved in the fray in the sense of like she'll just like let things, you know what I mean? I don't know. She just like to flow. It's like she'll just roll her eyes like, oh God, okay, what the hell? You know what I mean? That type of person. She doesn't really like, she's not as over the top as, let's say, Jax or a James. You know what I mean? She's kind of like, oh, this is the situation. Oh God, really? And that's what a lot of people appreciate about her, I think.
How are Tom and Ariana going to film scenes next season together? I mean, yeah, they're doing this scene now, but I mean, like once this, a month, 3 months, we're going to be all on a TV show together. I mean, how do you get over this if you're Ariana? I mean, eventually you do. It's not like Tom is, but how do you film scenes? I mean, most people, you just don't speak to them at all. You
Yeah.
do not see them for a year, 5 years. You might run into them, but
Yeah.
now we have to go to work together for Vanderpump Rules. That right? How
Yeah.
does how does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. It'll be very interesting to say the least.
Do you think, like when Sarah asked before about like whether Tom's a narcissist, do you think like Tom is enjoying this? Like you do see pictures, where he's posing, kind of smirking at paparazzi. I mean, do you think? I mean, yes, this is horrible what's happened to Ariana, and I don't know why he couldn't just leave. But like, do you think he's like secretly loving this attention?
I don't know his mind. I don't know.
And a lot of
That's an interesting assessment there, David. I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe this is my jaded New Yorker side of humanity that comes out when I'm physically in New York. So maybe if I was recording this podcast when I was in LA, when I am in my LA presence, I'd be more. But I feel the same about definitely have another shot, Peter. I think that's a good idea. I definitely think if I had a bottle right
Peter,
here, I would
yes.
have a shot.
I know. How
But
are we not drinking? But okay.
I think that's the thing. Same thing about Raquel. I mean, people are saying, is Raquel like a mastermind? First there was James and then you, and I mean, Schwartz. I mean, did she have a plan to just
The
get to
homie
be,
hop.
well, to be infamous and solidify her place on this show? And
Yeah, that's one of the rumors out there that she wanted to really get on the show, and she was adamant about it. So I've heard that rumor before. Like I said, with Tom, I'd have to. I don't know if he's like secretly enjoying all of this, but I don't know if at the, they might later on. I don't know right now because it's so fresh in everyone's mind, and but we'll see. I mean, like, time will tell if time will tell if we find out that they are secretly enjoying it, because that'll always come out.
I just have more questions for you. One is you're in the business, you're a manager, I mean, supposedly Yelp, for one of the first times ever, has shut down all reviews of Schwartz and Sandy's because they're inundated with 1-star reviews. How do you, from the business side of this, you think this is like good for business or bad? Tom put out that statement, please go to our businesses, like there are employees, there are people behind the scenes. You can hate me, but
here's the thing. And this is actually, it's a good thing you're bringing this up. And I like to talk about the business now. This is awesome. Okay. So as far as Yelp goes, I'm not the biggest fan of Yelp. Okay. Because in the early days of Vanderpump Rules, back, let's say season 3, 4, maybe, but definitely 2. We would have Yelp reviews from people that have never, like someone from Baltimore would be reviewing Sir. And it's like, and they would just put 1 star. I hate someone, Stassi, or I hate Jax. And it's like, wait, so what did you think of the food? You know what I mean? No, there weren't any reviews about the food or the service or the drinks or anything like that. We would just get bombarded with reviews, 1-star reviews about the cast. And it's like, that's what I don't like about Yelp. It's like you can go and Yelp about somewhere that you've never been, especially with something with a place like Sir, which has like a big, we have a target on our backs. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Like we're in the mainstream, we're in the spotlight. And so when you have a review service that just like anybody can say anything about a place without even experiencing it, that's a problem to me. So as far as Yelping, like, don't Yelp a place just because you don't like them on television. Go and experience it, because I ran into that problem years ago, and that's why like Sir never, I got to look at the Yelp reviews now for Sir, but I mean, like, we got bombarded with a lot of those type of reviews of people that never actually went. That's why I like open table reviews, because the only way you can do an open table review is if you actually claim your reservation and then you write a review on it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't Yelp anything anymore. I don't go to Yelp.
I never really focus on reviews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I want to go to a place and I see like some 1-star, 2-star, I'm like, okay, I'll stay away from there, but it won't be Yelp. I don't use it, So just because they're getting bombarded, I mean, like, I think that people should understand that most of these people have never even been there. So how would they know?
That's why I think Yelp even released a statement, like it's come to our attention that these reviews are based on current events and,
Exactly. Yeah. But they still have a problem because I used to deal with that back in the day. You know what I mean? And I think I contacted Yelp once about it and they couldn't do anything. It's like, well, a lot of these, I mean, like at least over half of these reviews are people that have never experienced the restaurant. They've never been here. They're just like leaving a review from Miami, Florida. Oh, okay.
Insane.
So
and Yelp is old enough. Yeah, Yelp is old enough now. They could do something about